Hey, good morning, and thanks for waking up with me. If you're first time here, welcome, welcome. And if you're a returning visitor, thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to shift back a little bit more and direct for what the purpose of this channel is all about. I read a story recently that I thought applied directly to me, and I can definitely relate with the message of that story. And I want to pass it on to you. See, I grew up at a time when children were to be seen and not heard. And what that did was it developed me a habit, basically teaching me to be shy and reserved and not speaking up among other adults and things like that. And I spent many years struggling to overcome that. And so I was a bit of a wallflower, as stay to the back of the room, behind the conversation. I would listen intently, but not actually be part of it. Some of you may know me and know that I've gotten over a bit of that, but it took me a long time of really focusing on some of that. And yet, still, I find that there's things that I missed along the process, and I've been working on changing that, making that even better. So, for example, going to a store and checking out, I just would quickly say thanks and move on and probably not even make eye contact and just be on about my business and pass on because as a kid that was basically how I was taught and that's how I responded. And as an adult, obviously, I had different options and things. So I started thinking about that a while back. I woke up to the fact that like I'm an adult now. I can actually speak to people. That's it's expectable, and tried making a move to change that. And not just with at a store clerk or something like that, but actually just saying hello to people and greeting people and having a smile once in a while or having something to say beyond just the bare minimum. It's definitely affected my business. It's affected my relationships. It's led to a few friendships, and some of them are really important to me. I'm sure I do better with my sales calls, with my follow up, with my negotiations, and even with meeting people that are more personal to me. So it's been a big change, and I didn't realize that I was behaving in a way that was just really more mediocre in comparison, and all the things that I missed over the decades of being reserved and shy and stepping back and not engaging and finding out about people and not realizing something about them, which it's surprising what kind of conversations just spring up just because you say something. It's also surprising how many clerks you know immediately get a smile and you seem to have greatly improved their day because they were probably looking at a long line of people that were just like me where they were basically being ignored and not being appreciated for standing there for 8 hours and having to help every person who came through the line, regardless of how good or bad their day was. So it's it's opened me up to a variety of other things, and I feel that applies to this whole waking up thing because there's several other things in life that seem to be just like that, right? There's people we encounter all the time. There's things that we shy away from because we're not sure that we want to engage in the situation. We're not sure we should. We're not sure we have a place. And sometimes that's true. There's that balance, right, of being polite and versus being shy and reserved and being an introvert. When in reality you would love to have more friends or you'd love to know more about somebody or know more about their job or know more about what they do. So there's things to consider in balancing that and open yourself up to the conversation. Get to know the people around you, the people that you work with every day, or the people that maybe there's a gas station or a grocery store you go to all the time, and you see the same person all the time. You probably don't even know their name. You just know their face. And what's wrong with knowing their name? What's wrong with being able to walk in the door and saying, "Hey Tom," or "Hey Jeff," or whatever applies to the person who's in there, and letting them feel like they've been recognized and acknowledged. Um, I find that we all want some recognition. We all want to be cared about. We all want to feel significant, like we matter, and recognizing people and stepping up and saying something and letting them know that they do matter and that you recognize their place in the world. That's helpful. That's helpful for everyone. So I think it makes them feel better, and I know personally it makes me feel better in the process. So I'm waking up to more possibilities of where I can apply that in my life and do more things with it. So that's my thought for the day. I getting this a little bit short. It's another really long day ahead of me, and I'm going to get on the road. So I hope you're liking what we're doing here, and I'm hoping the content is getting a little better and a little more bearable. I appreciate those of you who have been sticking with me. Spoiler alert, the first 30 days is really the testing ground, and then along that process, I'm still learning some things in the background that I'll start applying and start making even better. This is only day 13, so I'm feeling pretty good about it, and I'm enjoying the habit, and I'm enjoying the opportunity to speak to you. So subscribe if you're interested in what waking up's all about, and hit the bell so you'll get notified when the videos post. And I'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Have a good day.